All right, guys, on today's edition of Cooking with Angie, we are going to make a spaghetti and meatball sundae. And the inspiration for that several years ago when all my kids were still at home. So we went to the beach and Elijah was just little at the time. And he ordered a spaghetti sundae and had a great big meatball on top, and he thought it was the greatest thing. So I got these little sundae cups, and that's what I'll serve it to the children in. And it just looks really cute and it's fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start with a sauce, because the basis of any good meatball is gonna be the sauce that you simmer it in. But first I'm gonna turn the oven on to 350. Hey Isaac, you can turn that off, baby, because it's just distracting me. Okay, so this is Aldi brand crushed tomatoes. I have 4 of these. We'll see how many I'm going to use. I have tomato paste from Aldi, onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, Italian seasoning, parsley flakes, extra virgin olive oil, onion, garlic, and this is basil from my little herb garden in the windowsill. So what we're going to do to begin with, we're just going to go ahead and pour, I'm going to say 1/3 of a cup maybe, olive oil into this pot. Okay, remove the lid. I'm going to turn it on about a 4, which is kind of a medium. And I am going to cut up an onion over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just chop up this onion, cut it up, and we're going to cook it in that olive oil until the olive oil, the onion, it just kind of is going to saute the onion. I was trying to think of the word. We're going to saute the onion in the olive oil until it becomes translucent before we start adding the other stuff. I'm just going to do kind of a rough chop on my onion. And this is just a yellow onion. You could use really any kind, I guess. White. I think a Vidalia onion's a little bit sweeter. I reckon if the only thing you had was a purple onion, you could use it too. But I tend to just use those when I make salsa. Alright, so again, it's just a rough chop. The onion is going to bring so much flavor. And I think in this day and age, most everybody probably keeps spaghetti sauce on hand. I have some in there. I went to Sam's the other day and I got some Prego, and you better believe I use it. But sometimes, especially in this day and age, you know, there may be a quarantine or a shortage, and you may need to know how to make something like this. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with 1 onion, and then my garlic. It comes looking like that. I've got a clove here. I use a lot of garlic. Oh, I'm trying not to cry. That onion's got my eyes watering. Holy! Man. Okay. So for sure I'm going to use my eyes are watering, sorry. For sure, I'm going to use 4 garlic cloves. Just kind of peel them. Fresh garlic is something that I use a lot in my house. I use it in my salsa, use it in shepherd's pie, use it in meatloaf, you name it. I use a lot of garlic. And I know a lot of people take garlic peels for health properties or health benefits. Garlic is a natural, I don't want to say, it's not like an antibiotic, but it has those kind of properties that can help you keep you from being sick. So it's something I like to have on hand. And you can hear those onions are going to start sauteing and simmering. Something about garlic that you do have to be careful of. You don't want to cook it, excuse me, on heat that is too high, because if it burns, not only does it put off a funky smell, but it kind of the taste changes and it's not good. So I'll watch it real good whenever I put it in here. We're just going to stir this onion around. Again, we want it to become translucent. And I'm just going to take the flat side of my knife. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to press on the garlic to release the oils and things in it, just like that. And then I'm just going to chop it up. I'm going to give it a fine chop before I put it in there. It smells so good. And this is just going to be your basic tomato sauce, but I think your children will like it. Nothing crazy, just a traditional tomato sauce. Alright, you see I've got the garlic chopped. I'm going to put it in there. Turn my heat down just a little. Okay, so now that we've got that going, just going to kind of stir this around. And the reason that my oven is preheating is because we're going to give the meatballs a really good, we're going to bake them for a few minutes before we put them in here to simmer for the rest of the day. And I think today, for these purposes, I think what I'm going to do is make giant meatballs so that we'll have the noodles, the sauce, and then a giant meatball, kind of like the cherry on top. And then I got, let me show you this. Got some Parmesan and Asiago cheese that we can shred over the top of it that'll make it look real cute and tasty. So, there we go. We're going to keep on until these onions and this garlic becomes translucent, which just means that it's kind of see-through. And it's important that you use olive oil for this. The flavors are just better when you use olive oil. So yummy. And the tomato paste is going to serve to thicken it. The crushed tomato is just your base. So these are grown in the USA. I find myself lately paying a lot more attention to the labels on things because it seems like everything that we have here in America is from China or somewhere else, and I'm ready for there to be jobs here at home. Okay, we're getting to a good place with our onions and garlic. It smells really good. We use the can opener and open these tomatoes up. This is it's a 28 ounce can. I thought it was 32 ounces, but there's 8 ounces in a cup. So this is roughly 3 3/4 cups, something like that. So I know for sure I'm going to use 2, maybe 3 or 4. We'll see. Let's just pour that in there. There's 1. And these cans of crushed tomatoes at Aldi are only 79 cents. I think these are like a quarter, something like that. So you really can save money by shopping there. Whenever my tomatoes are bearing this summer, I won't have need to buy these, but right now it's just kind of necessary. There's another one. Gonna stir it up a little. And turn the heat back up. About 4 or 5. Gonna open a 3rd can of these. And then we'll get in on those meatballs while this simmers after we've seasoned it real well. And honestly, for my family, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the 4 cans. So I know it might seem like a lot, but we like sauce and okay. So there we have that. And it's really just kind of a simple little sauce. Again, the tomato paste is going to thicken it. I'm going to use both of those. Get a little spoon. This little skinny spoon right here. Tell you something funny. I went on a mission trip. It's been about, I guess it's 10 years ago this month. To Naples, Italy. We went to Rome. changed my life more than I could even describe. I don't know why this can's not opening. But my time there, so Naples is in the southern part of Italy. And we stayed at a hostel. The can is like stripped out. We stayed at this little hostel. And every night when we came home after doing our mission work, it was so cool because number one, we didn't eat until 9 or 10, and I'm told that's kind of what they do there because they have that siesta, that time of rest in the day. I feel like this can is stripped out. But when we came home, every night, the owners of the hostel, they fed us pasta, but we never had spaghetti and meatballs. It's not something that I ever, to be honest with you, ever saw on the menu there. I'm gonna give up on that for just a minute so I can stir this. I know that they make spaghetti sauce because, you know, they had sauces on things, but the pastas that we ate, a lot of the dishes, they had peas in them, like early spring peas, or fresh basil was abundant. You just smelt it everywhere you went. The pizza was amazing. We here in America, we're kind of spoiled to the fast food type pizza, and pizza is nothing in Italy like it is here in America. It is just incredible. Everything is just so much more fresh. They go to market. Now in Naples where I stayed at, we stayed, and the hostel was right across from Mount Vesuvius, that volcano. You know, Pompeii is kind of under there. But they don't have a lot of refrigeration there. Ow. Shoot, fire, poke myself. They don't have a lot of refrigeration there. Here comes my husband. He must have forgot something. So what they would do is they go to market fresh every day, and they would get their stuff. And
hey everybody,
what did you forget?
I got something.
So anyway, it's never boring here, as you can see. Jason works, he's been working at the sawmill for a little over a year, so he's just right down the road. Anyway, what I was saying is, they don't have refrigeration, so they would go to the market and just buy things to last them, you know, for a day or two here and there. Everything that they made was fresh and just incredible. So I know that that's probably not something that you can do right now, just because of all that's going on in the world. I know they were hit pretty hard there. I've talked to a couple of my friends that I met, and they were hit, they were hit pretty hard down there with this virus. So anyway, this is my basil that I grow again in my windows, my little window box thing. It's sweet basil. I love it. I make pesto in the summertime, and it's just another thing that I always grow here. I've got me a good pair of kitchen shears. Oh, that's gonna start bubbling. Oh, that's what we want it to do, but so what you do, I just kind of roll it up. It's already been cleaned. I'm just gonna kind of roll it up like so, and then take my little kitchen shears, and I am gonna put all these sprigs of fresh basil in here, and I wish you could smell it. It is amazing. Oh, Ooh. Did you see it? It's like a volcano, man. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna stir that up. We want it to simmer. We want these flavors incorporated real good. I've got some Italian seasoning. I don't normally, I don't measure things per se, so I put about that much in there. Got some garlic powder. I know I've already got garlic, but I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. About that much. I would say, oh, there's spaghetti sauce on my phone screen. I would say that's probably a couple teaspoons. Maybe I'll do another one. Onion powder, again, we'll just do a little bit of that. I'm gonna go a little heavier on the oregano. Okay. And we've got some parsley over here. I measure till the Holy Spirit tells me to stop. And then we're gonna stir that up, okay? I wish you could smell it in here. It smells amazing. Can't forget salt and pepper. So, you're gonna just do that, season it to your taste. Pepper. And something else. Red pepper flakes. Not a lot. Just a little. That'll just give it a little added kick. I'm gonna stir that up. It smells so good. Need some more salt. You know what I'm missing? About a half cup of sugar. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put the lid on. We're going to let it simmer. And we're going to make our meatballs. I used all the salt. So, hi honey. Love you.
What are you making?
Spaghetti and meatballs. Go away.
I'm trying to get in on your time.
Go away. Just go on. Go to work. I love you. Be careful. This is kosher, coarse salt, which I love. Okay. Oh, y'all little kitties in here. You should get it. Izzy and Isaac. The little kitties in here at Mommy's feet. You better get it. We've adopted a little orphan kitty. And it will get right up under you. Okay. So while that's simmering, the oven's ready. I'm going to show you what we got over here. We've got a baking dish or a sheet pan that's already been lined with foil. I have about, I'm going to say, Lordy, this is about 4.5 pounds of 80/20 beef. So, here's what we're going to do. Italian breadcrumbs, 2 of my eggs, salt and pepper. I've got Parmesan cheese. I've got all the same spices that we had with everything else. Let's get a little carried away. I may have to, I think I'll cut up another onion. We'll just do that. Okay. Let me put this here. So as far as the breadcrumbs, these you can get at Aldi, like 89 cents. You can get them at Kroger too. And these Italian breadcrumbs, they already have Italian herbs and spices in there. So, I guess that gives it a little bit more flavor. I've used the other kind, just the plain breadcrumbs for my meatloaf. Sometimes if I have bread that's, you know, a few days old, I'll just put it in my food processor and we can do that too. This was easy for me today. So what I'm gonna do, that's 15 ounces. I am gonna for sure use half of this. So at least a cup, maybe more if I feel like it. Because those breadcrumbs, they're gonna absorb all the grease that's in your meat, okay? Let me get my cutting board and my knife. Just chop up another onion over here. Oh man, it makes me cry. You can use minced onions too that have been dried if you want to. Sometimes fresh is just better. Drop it on the floor. I'm gonna try to do a little bit finer of a cut this time, just because my children do not want a big chunk of onion in their meatball. I'm just gonna finally chop that up. Mention this, but onions just bring so much flavor to a dish. So much flavor. Okay. Oh. Kind of messy, I reckon. And again, these are going to be giant meatballs, and they're going to simmer in that sauce probably most of the day. That is after I've baked them. I'm going to bake them, and then, you know, if there's any grease, that grease will come off. We'll just pull them off here and put them straight in with the sauce. I think the secret to a good spaghetti sauce is that it simmers all day. And we will be using angel hair pasta. I don't like the real thick pasta. I've always just liked the little angel hair. And I have a Tupperware microwave pasta cooker that I could use. But I might just boil it and drain them today. I don't know. We'll see. I know that looks like a lot of onions, but this lot of meat, you guys, for us. And you can always cut this recipe in half. My little garlic. And I'm just dropping everything today. I've got 4, so we're going to use 4. I wish I would have thought and planted some garlic in my garden. My garden is doing well. I'm just so excited to have my own vegetables to can, and the kids can be reminded of hard work and everything that gets put into our food. Sometimes I think they take it for granted. They think it's just, you know, it's just there. You just pull up and, you know, bam, you got a hamburger. Mama cooks something all day, and you don't really realize the work that is put into growing food, much less the preparation after, right? So far they haven't complained at all about helping. My eyes are watering again. They're doing real good. Let me rinse my hands. Woo! And again, what you want to do is just press your clove. That releases all that flavor and stuff out of it, and you just want to do a fine chop. Just chop it up real good. My sauce is just a simmering over here. It smells so good. Put that in there. The meat. Gonna move this out of the way. Wipe off a little bit of my mess. Okay. Eggs for my chickens. I've got a white one and a brown one. Doesn't really matter. The inside is still the same. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, it's so pretty. We're going to do salt and pepper. Again, however you like it seasoned, that's how you're going to season it. We're going to do the salt. Already got some Italian seasoning, but we're going to give it some more, just because we can if we want to, right? It's onion powder, a little garlic powder, that's my fresh basil. I feel like I might need a little bit more of that. Oregano. Parsley. Let me go snip another piece of basil from outside. Wash it off. Just gonna kind of pat it to dry a little. You don't get any fresher than this. I'm just gonna get you a good pair of kitchen scissors, guys. These can cut meat through the bone. Like if you're cutting up your own whole chicken. So good for that. And this just adds a flavor that a dry herb you can't touch. I mean, this is just so much better. Okay. My last ingredient is going to be the Parmesan and Romano cheese. You can just do Parmesan if that's what you've got on hand. And I am probably going to do, this is 8 ounces. Huh, seems like more than a cup. I'm going to do I'm doing it all just because I want that flavor. Let me show you something too. I put this over here so I can remember to show you. These lids that come off of your Parmesan cheese, so they fit on the top of a standard jelly jar or a mason jar. And let me show you. If you don't have spice containers, you can use these. You can use this, you know, to put your salt and pepper or your spice blends in if you want to. Shake them out there. You know, you can spoon them out here. If you have a bigger mason jar, or if you have, even let's say you have little grandkids or small kids at home, you can put a straw down in here with a smoothie, milkshake. Heck, I guess you could just even let them drink out of here like a regular old sippy cup. But it's really good for putting different things in. And let's say you took this on a picnic and it got broken or it got lost, you wouldn't feel bad about losing it. But I always save these tops just for that purpose. And you got different colors, and so then nobody's fighting if they, you know, want a different color, whatever. All right, so the fun part is about to begin. I'm gonna clean this area up, and we are gonna make these meatballs. And my spice cabinet is a mess. Okay. I'm just gonna move all my things over here. It's gonna get real gross real fast. So, what you're gonna do, you've got clean hands. You're just gonna put your hands in there and you're gonna start mixing all that together. The egg is gonna bind it together. The breadcrumbs is gonna absorb the grease. The herbs and spices are gonna flavor it till it's amazing. Isaac, will you hand me another egg? Yeah, so I'm getting Isaac to hand me another egg because I'm gonna need another one. Hold on. Drop it. Because it binds it up. Whoa. I might need one more. Yeah, get Give me one more. Go wash your hands for me. Thank you, baby. It's just not the consistency that I want. So, just get in there and mix all that up. And I'm going to show you what it should look like in a minute. This is a workout. Oh, it smells so good. You want it all blended together. And I told you I'm going to make giant meatballs. You can make little meatballs if you want to. I'm going to make big giant ones. All right. Almost there. That's kind of what it looks like. What you're going to do, make a big old giant meatball. I'm going to place it right there on that bacon sheet. Another one. Whenever my kids were little, I used to work at a preschool, and I can remember taking Alyssa, my oldest daughter, and my best friend's daughter, Justice. I can remember taking them to preschool, and I would always sing to them, but one of the songs I would sing was called "On Top of Spaghetti All Covered with Cheese, I Lost My Poor Meatball When Somebody Sneezed. Rolled off the table and onto the floor, and there my poor meatball went right out the door. It rolled into the garden and under a bush, and there my poor meatball had turned into squish. So if you like spaghetti all covered with cheese, cover your meatball if somebody sneezes. They used to laugh so hard. Gosh, I miss those days. I've grown up into wonderful adults, beautiful women. Love the Lord. I couldn't be more proud. And these meatballs, I mean, they're like a baseball, you guys. Almost done. And then we'll move on to round 2. I wish you could smell it. I just really wish you could smell what it smells like in my house right now. Amazing. This one will be for Jason because it's a giant one. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands and move this out of the way. My friend Nina made me some spray. It's called Thieves. It's an essential oil cleaner and it kills germs. So I'm just going to do this. All right, here's what we're going to do. We got all these giant meatballs. Whoa, look at them. 1, 2, 3. 13 giant meatballs. They're going in the oven. We're going to bake them until they're almost completely done, and then we're going to put them in the sauce to simmer. I'll show you something else that I'm going to do. I've got 2 sticks of salted butter sitting on my countertop. And it is only, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm not sure what time it is. It's still early, but I'm letting it kind of just soften up. Aldi has this artisan Italian bread, and so what I'll do is I'll slice it up, and then this butter, I'm going to make a mixture with it. I've got more of this Parmesan cheese, so I'm going to let the butter continue to soften. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to it, maybe, I don't know, a couple tablespoons. Mash it up, add salt and pepper, and then I'm going to put some of my basil snipped into the butter along with my Italian herbs. And it is going to be really, really good next to our spaghetti sundae. So thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something today. I'll add pictures of the finished product. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I look forward to our next episode of Cooking with Angie. I think we're gonna make homemade sloppy joes. I'm gonna teach you how to make that next with things that you have on hand at home. So again, I hope you have a great day. God bless. See you later.